Hello guys, welcome once again to this channel. If it is your first time to come across this channel, remember to subscribe, like and also comment. Guys, as the speculation has said that most Jamaicans are moving from UK, United States, from those west countries back to their home. And what is making them to move to their country? So guys, let us watch this, then I'll come up with more reaction.
If you're thinking about moving to Jamaica, just do it. Okay, but don't let anyone discourage you. England is not easy, and it is not for the weak.
So we packed up our kids, packed up our family, and we moved from Canada to Jamaica. Everybody look how we're crazy, like, why would you do something like that?
So the question is, if you crossed the border and you wanted to go back home, you wanted to go back to Jamaica, how do you do that?
I came to America and learned how to drive a truck. I have never driven a truck before until I came to this country. This country will teach you independence. If you don't know independence, this country will teach you independence. I am going straight back home because if I was at home, I would have so many family members to help me do.
I was told to go back home to Jamaica by a black American man, and this is the reason why. So the other day I made a comedy sketch about Caribbean people seeing an American soap commercial for the first time. This is how it went.
Their sleepy eyes. Morning's here. Time to come alive.
Basically poking fun at the fact that we never see a washcloth in one of these soap commercials. You're not going to see one because obviously they're advertising the soap. But some people didn't get the joke, or they were offended because, hey, I'm not from America. And this is what somebody had to say. So I was told by this big tub of lard here, Omar Velos is dead on Instagram, to stay out of America then. So I said, you sound like racist white folk. This man said, how can it be racism if we're all black? I'm just suggesting that y'all stay in your own country since America is so bad. Not once did I say America was bad, but let's continue. I said, you sound like one. Anyways, you displayed how fragile you are as a man with your response. White folks didn't even react the way you did. You just showed black immigrants how xenophobic some of our black American brothers and sisters are. This is a skit for Christ's sake. This is unbelievable, brother. So he replied to a comment that's up top that said, it's the other way around, sweetheart. Stop playing. Another person who's offended at the skit. Then he replied under that comment and said, they have the nerve to come here and judge us. They whole country still living like slaves. What? What? Excuse me? Huh? Then he told me I gotta keep those slave arms nice and tight. We were trading insults for insults, but he was more so on the racial side of things when I didn't bring up race at all. Not white or black. Chinese, Asian, whatever race is out there. Not once. I just said American. But this black gentleman here, who shared the same color as I, said that I gotta keep my slave arms tight. Then he said, anyways, this was fun. Bye, Kunta Kinte. All racial and slave insults by someone that's black. You'd expect this from someone who's white, but no, that wasn't it. This individual right here hates black immigrants, and it's clear. Yeah, I'll continue to keep my slave arms tight, bro, instead of ending up with man boobs. But anyway, that's besides the point. It's so crazy how you as a black individual got the same ancestors that I got using slavery as an insult. That's wild. Man, it's just sad, man, that someone that looks like us is telling us to go back to our homes, sounding like racist white folks. You know, I've never been told by a white person to go back home to Jamaica. It happened twice. This is the second time, and both incidents happened with someone who looked like me. So all black immigrants, I just want you to know that not all black Americans are like this individual here. So don't treat your black brothers and sisters any different. But this gentleman and people with his mindset are very dangerous.
One of the number one questions I get about moving to Jamaica is, how did you move to Jamaica? What was the process like? What did you do? First and number one, guys, it's mental. And when I say it's mental, I mean that you can't overthink it, okay? You want to move, you got to get up, you got to do it. It's going to be a process. Even if you're moving to a city right nearby, it's just like that, but on an international level. So first you have to accept, okay, I want to move somewhere. Boom. Do it. If you put too much thought into it, you're going to talk your way out of it. Trust me. Try to put too much thought into things, that it doesn't need to be that complicated. You're gonna figure it out along the way, because that's what I did. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even before I lived in Jamaica, I was living in Bali, Indonesia. Did I plan to live in Bali? No. It just was like, boom, fell in my lap. And I was like, all right, I guess I'll just hang out here for a little while. Get up, decide what you're gonna do, start making a list of the things that you have to do to prepare, whether that be save money, whether that's start looking for school for your kids, if your kids are gonna transfer, start looking for housing, figure out how you are gonna support yourself at wherever destination you're gonna go to, and just start doing it. Will I say save money? Of course. I mean, anytime you move anywhere, you gotta save some money. So if you're moving on an international level, you might want to save more than usual. All in all, don't put too much thought in it. Get up, go, do it. That's what life is about. You gotta take risks sometimes. I had no idea what I was doing when I got to Jamaica. I really kind of consulted friends and family along the way. Just like buying a car, it's a process. Yeah, you gotta sit down and do some research. But I can't really tell you a step-by-step plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G on how to move internationally. Because it all is, boom, in your head. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm not trying to be so generalized, but I'm just trying to be realistic, honestly. Like, babes, I just winged it. Love y'all.
Trying to go to Jamaica this year. Then here is the 2024 Jamaica requirements. I just got back last night at 1. Jesus, I just got back from work. But this is all I needed to go to Jamaica. 1, you need your passport, your U.S. passport. And then you need to go to enterjamaica.com to get the C5 form filled out, which is the customs. They don't give the paper on the plane no more, so you have to do that. When you enter Jamaica, then you have to go to the kiosk and scan your passport. Then we'll ask you, is this you? You say yes. And then we'll take a picture of you at the top. And you'll take that printout out and your passport. You'll take it to the custom people with proof of the form that you fill up. Then you will have entry into Jamaica. Yes, it's that fast. To come back, you just need your passport, basically.
So since I became a dual citizen of Jamaica and the USA, lots of Jamaican people were asking me why bother, because the Jamaican passport is so useless. Here are some reasons why I decided to become a citizen of Jamaica and honor my heritage and the beauty that my country has to offer. Buying land. If you ask me what makes you wealthy and rich, it's not having diamonds or designer clothes that can easily be taken away. It's having land. Once you get that land, it's yours forever. If you've read Rich Dad Poor Dad, the author always talks about real estate and how it's an important asset and one of the best ways to make money. Investing in real estate in Jamaica can make you have a lot of passive and residual income. Reason number 3, getting a TRN number so you can go ahead and start making finances and making money in Jamaica. And so you can open a bank account so you don't have to pay foreign transaction fees every time you visit home. Next reason, getting local discounts. It always used to pain me having to pay foreign prices when me know say me come from Jamaica. Local discounts are always a plus. Traveling to Jamaica as a local, not having to join the long foreign line whenever you get to the airport, supreme. Also, getting the opportunity to easily travel to other CARICOM countries and being able to work in other CARICOM countries. These countries might include Belize, Trinidad, Guyana, and wherever else you decide. So those are just a few of the reasons why I decided to get a Jamaican passport. Jamaica is extremely rich and wealthy. We just need to be able to see it ourselves. Having 2 passports opens up a world of possibilities and opportunity that you might not have ever known. So if you have the opportunity, go ahead and do it.
In America, all you do is work your ass off for all these beautiful things that you have, and you just look at them and you're just depressed. I literally one night prayed. I had to get down on my knees in my bedroom and pray to Jesus that something would change, because I wasn't sure that I was going to make it out alive.
So the question is, if you crossed the border and you wanted to go back home, you wanted to go back to Jamaica, how do you do that? Well, folks, it is very simple. You just buy a plane ticket, get on the plane, and go back home. You will need a valid passport and you will go back home. The problem would be coming back into the US.
I definitely felt like this comment needed to be highlighted, because that is my sentiment exactly. That is literally all you need to do. When you're there foreign, make your money, save your money, and that's the way how you can move back and live in Jamaica comfortably. So all the people them where say, oh, I really wish we could have done that, but I don't have the money. here what you do. You say for the next 2 to 3 years, maybe up to even 5 years, you work hard and you save your money. So when you got a yard, nobody behave like say, yeah, Mr. or Mrs. Robin Hood, you know. I feel like say you have to give it to everybody and whatever, because at the end of the day, you will go back now and if you go work be overtime because you are trying to make back all of the money where you spend for your trip. I remember, so the flight itself, not cheap. And I don't know, something about when you go foreign and go to Jamaica, you can't move like a regular Jamaican again. All of a sudden, you can't walk in a sun. You have to charter a taxi. So transportation prices gone all the way up. You catch look at accent, so people start charging a little extra. Your friend and your family, them will come tax you. So I know the trips can be very, very, very expensive, but it's up to you to budget what you can manage. And never, ever, 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 but you have to take a loan for go on trip to Jamaica. Like, why would you do that? Like, literally, I've heard of people doing this, and I cannot understand why. The idea is that everybody's trying to bring this persona, like them rich, create this facade, you know, like them have it and foreigner go and good for them and them something, them are pretend. But at the end of the day, if you just actually be honest and stay true to yourself and your pocket and realize, all right, that only 100,000 I have to spend on the trip here, and you stick to your budget and make sure so when you go back, you continue and you save up again. Because not wrong if you enjoy your money little. You can't just save and not spend nothing. You have to enjoy yourself now and then. But just ensure so you spend wisely. Never squander the money and then you end up, you look 10 years time, you're still there foreign broke and can't go home. And you have to stay in the depression and the sufferation because you need to earn consistently. Save your money. Simple.
You know, say American people really disrespectful and have no manners. I travel all over the world and I never encounter them something yet. Imagine, me I go which part I don't know and this man start me come talk about, hey shorty, come collect this banana. I say, excuse me sir, collect which banana? I don't want your banana, I'm a Jamaican now collect banana. So I'm from America come collect banana.
Someone asked me recently if I wanted to move out of the US and move to Jamaica, how much do I realistically need to make to live there? So yeah, let's talk about it while I take out this heatless girl. I think how much you need to live in Jamaica is determined by the type of lifestyle you want to live. Let's start with what Google says. Google, you need between 650 to 850 USD. I think that's actually doable. You probably don't live on your own in Kingston. Try not to shop at expensive grocery store chains. You know, you're probably gonna meat shop instead of buying your meat at the grocery store. But if you want to live in Kingston in a really nice apartment, gated community, do your hair, nails, lashes every week, go out, things like that. If you want to afford all the luxuries, I think you need to start looking at having 2,000 USD per month and up. Jamaica is not a cheap place, but let me know in the comments what you guys.
There's something in the water of Jamaica. I don't know if it in the ear. I don't know where it come from. The moment I reach Jamaica, I look better. My skin clear up. You see this? And all of this started the minute I came back to the US. The minute I was in Jamaica, my skin clear up. Body get good. All right. Skin just nice and one color. Pretty. Just okay. I was glowing from the inside out. I just look like island goddess, just perfect. And I really think my whole nervous system just calmed down and I relaxed and I just for the first time. And I don't understand how this happens because Jamaica is a chaotic place. I can't even drive in Jamaica. I'm just nervous. I'ma learn though. I'ma learn. But either way, in the US, I don't know what it is. Like, is there something in the food that affects my skin and my energy and just like how I feel about myself? And then I go to Jamaica and I'm just happy. Like, I don't even have to do anything all day. I could just sit on the veranda, look at the hills, happy. Eat a mango, happy. Simple life. I just want to sit down and relax and chat and chill. And I don't even know if this is a good thing or not because it feels like I can't get my work done. I feel like nothing even matters anymore. I just want to relax by a river, by a beach, eat some fish, chill, chat shit, drink some whatever, and just bond and enjoy the moments. And when we're here in foreign, I'm just like, what do I need to do next? What do I need to do next? What do I need to do next? And it never stops. So I'm really trying to understand, like, should I move to Jamaica? Should I live in foreign?
Should I find some in-between type place? Because it's like life is short. I want to enjoy my life. But life is also long and I don't want to suffer. I don't know, man. I just confused.
I'm originally from Jamaica, but I moved here right before high school. So I spent half my life in America, half my life in Jamaica. And for many, many years, traveled back and forth to both countries throughout the year. And this is what I have learned, and this is what it has taught me. I'm going to start little TED Talk series really to myself and just to get my thoughts out on here, but in a perspective of someone who was raised in two different countries almost simultaneously, and what that has done with even learning my identity, me learning and figuring out who I am, what I feel. Yeah, it's just a lot has changed. I think it all relates back to me really understanding, like, no, this is who I am. So obviously when you move to another country, it's a new learning curve. You have to learn how they talk, you have to learn how they do things, what the culture is like, what you can or cannot do, what you can or cannot say. And I'm going to take this little journey and try to talk about the things that I remember learning, moving to the States from Jamaica, and even learning things as an adult know about Jamaica. I want to admit that there's this thing when it comes to moving to another country at a young age where you go through a sense of identity crisis for a few years. You don't understand if you're fully from your own country or you've been here so long that do I claim this country? Like, all in all, I'm Jamaican, so I'm prideful, so I've always claimed Jamaica. America, it's nice, but it's not Jamaica. When I first moved here, I used to come here during the holiday season to visit my mom. And I used to watch Disney Channel and Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network and ABC Family and all those shows. So based off how they spoke or did things, I would sit down and actually like mimic what they were saying so I can sound more American when I talk to Americans. Because I'm a child, I want to be accepted. Even though I love my accent, I love how I sound, I love how we talk. But you understand, people, them ask too much question when you don't sound like them. We can't bother with the whole question. So I'm going to continue having videos like this where I talk about transitioning from one country to the other, specifically Jamaica to the US. And if there's anybody on here that can relate, I definitely have a friend or two that can relate. Drop your 2 cents and, you know, all in thing there. I came to America and learned how to drive a truck. I have never driven a truck before until I came to this country. This country will teach you independence. If you don't know independence, this country will teach you independence. I am going straight back home because if I was at home, I would have so many family members to help me do stuff. I am moving straight back home. Look. And I use hug and everything. Listen, I am not the girly that you think that I am. I do want to be a girl. I am a girl. I do want to be feminine. But I'm not allowed to in a country like this with no man. And I'm not just going to take up any man just to say I have a man. Okay?
So one of my dreams is to move back to Jamaica at a young age. But we can still enjoy life. Not to move back at the typical 60-65 year retirement age. So I follow this couple TikToker, right? And they were living in Canada and they moved to Jamaica. They moved back to Jamaica, young couple, you know, and that is one of my dreams. And persons are gonna come under their account and say that they are lazy. America is not what it cracks up to be. Trust me. America will have your mental health in a whole. Most of us here are suffering from anxiety and depression who are living here in the States. Only difference with America and Jamaica is that there's more job opportunities here. If you want to work a 24-hour shift, you can work a 24-hour shift. You can just work straight so if you want. That's the only difference. But if you don't know what you're doing, you will be living paycheck to paycheck, and that works on your mental health because you're always thinking like, how am I going to pay this bill? Oh my God, another bill is coming. And it's just a bit much. It's like over here and I really make for one person live. Especially right now, yes, we are in a recession. Especially right now, if you not have a partner or if you not have some family member live with, trust me, I forgot double up on the job. Double or triple up. You understand? Enough people over here do doubles, 16-hour days, and it works on your mental health. You don't have any time to spend with family, you don't have no social life. So coming from a culture where it's more lax and I wouldn't say stress free because stress dead here, but it's more lax, and you come here, it'll go work for your mental health. And moving from anywhere you're from and to a new place, it takes adjustment. Like no one better than yard. And when I say yard, it's wherever you are originally from. So that is my dream, to move back to Jamaica at a young age. I am happy for the opportunity that was given, and I'm not being ungrateful, but that is my dream and that is my desire.
So me decide to move back to Jamaica. And before you come with all the violence, all the poverty, we are try left. Just bear in mind, some never ask. So I always remember, so everybody have their own preference, everybody have their own life to live, everybody have to make their own decision. So if you don't agree, fine by me. But personally, I don't feel like somebody need for their foreign. I mean, most people leave Jamaica. The same story, they want to make more money, they want to get a job or pay well, this and that and that. But personally, me run my own business, so I don't really need for their foreign. And the reality is Jamaica is one of the easiest countries to start a business in. I don't have to take my word for it. Just research it and you realize that they're not like the top 10 countries, I think. So what you have to understand is that every country have them negatives and them positives. It's just up to you, the life where you want to live and what works well for you. And personally, I don't really feel like saying nobody want to leave Jamaica, Them just want money. So if you can find a way to make money while you're in Jamaica, then you're good to go. And yes, it will be a process. I'm not going to just get up one day and say, alright, I eat this. And technically, I'm still going to be coming back and forth because my family is here as well. So, yeah, it's not going to be something that's so solid. But personally, I just feel like, say, what's the point? If every time I travel to Jamaica and come back to England, I just feel stressed out and depressed, but me I come back far. And one thing you might not know about England is not easy. And it is not for the weak. So, you see, if you want to be an entrepreneur like myself, England is not the place to be. England is one of the hardest countries to start business in. So, trust and believe, you ain't missing nothing over here. But yeah, man, right now, I'm in a sense for me, I take my money every minute I go to Jamaica and I come back, I go to Jamaica and I come back. For me, I come back far.
Comment down below, would you guys move back to Jamaica? Have you guys moved back? Are you guys thinking about it? Would you never move back here? Because I know not everyone's life was nice here. So I'm going to give you guys 5 reasons why I decided to move back to Jamaica full time. So the first reason is because I wanted to. I wanted a lifestyle change and I felt like I come here so much, might as well I just move here permanently, and I don't regret it. Second thing is, in Canada, I was just working and working and working, and that was it. I worked, I shopped, and whenever I went out, I always compared it to Jamaica. I'm like, the vibes are not the same as Jamaica, so I never enjoyed it. And then I was just always thinking about Jamaica 24/8, so I was like, I am just moving back here full time. Yeah, I'm better. Next thing is, this is something I've always wanted to do ever since I was young, but I just needed a game plan. I needed to know exactly my income, how it was looking. I needed to be able to sustain myself while I was in this country. And thankfully, see how God works in ways, YouTube was that source of income that I was able to live here freely and be able to make money. So, and the next thing is, nothing beats simplicity in life. I think once you've been on that level that you've achieved so much stuff and you have so much things and you're just like, man, nothing would be being able to live somewhere where warm all the time, like you're surrounded by greenery and you're just enjoying the simple things in life. Listen, I know I sound so like Valley because people say it all the time that I sound Valley. Jamaica, the way you feel down here never comes. It just never never beats anywhere else I've been. Like when you're in Canada, you're like, oh, if it was Easter right now and I was in Jamaica, I would be doing this. If it was Christmas right now and I'm in Jamaica, I would be doing this. So I was just like, you know, why don't I just move here full time? And plus my life was more fulfilling. I was doing YouTube and I was able to showcase my life here in Jamaica. So I was like, yeah, I'm just moving back. I'm moving back. And like the culture, food, music, people, vibe, everything was me. And I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna move back.
If you decide to run off, come my friend, though, I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna need. This is a must. If you got it, you're gonna need him in every angle. You're gonna need God. You have to learn to pray. Because it alone will keep you sane. If you decide to come to America, prepare yourself mentally, because you are going to be depressed. Depression is going to be your best friend. Depression is going to look in at every angle. Yeah, man. Depression, I got to say, yo, depression, I got to say, you ever play tug and war yet? I said depression, I got all and pull you. Yeah. When I was coming here, I met 3 girls and a child. 3 girls. I want a girl let my one daughter. We are 12, so we try to come through together. Come on the same plane. We did stay at different hotel, but we link up in a local part that we come through Panama. I see me, if anywhere me go, people always like me. Because I'm genuine. You say if I'm going to help you, I'm going to help you genuinely. I'm not help you if you even tell me thanks. If you want to tell me thanks, it's your business that. The thanks where you're going to tell me are for your own good. I'm genuine. So I tried through. You see, I leave Panama and go Cancun before the girl them. Because I one day layover me did have in Panama. Them must be 3, 4. I never have the time for that cause. I never have the whole heap of money for spend I go through. So when I tried it in Cancun, I meet 2 more girls and 1 man. Them come from TG. We end up stay at the hotel together. Could it remember say we never buy a flight ticket for go to Tijuana. Because you know you can't have that yet. But at the hotel, let's say with the people them, I mean, I walk up and I try to get ticket in a car. I don't really want to stay too long and then I kind of have a mission. I use my time wisely because I was supposed to only stay there for like 7 days. The people them buy them ticket and don't tell me. The man and one of the girl them. And one of the girl them said, me I leave them, I say leave go. She said, we get fly. I say, really? And then she start cuss the guy and say, come like some Batman. Imagine you and the girl that walk up and down from morning and you get a flight to buy. You could make the girl jump on it. Anyway, she tried a thing for me. But my card never work at the time. The NCB card never processed the transaction. It keep on a decline or something. Fast forward. I go through all the stress, you know. End up get a flight for go to Tijuana. 6 o'clock the next morning I'm go. I go through something. Meet an immigration man. Immigration man give me his number. I'm gonna walk the girl them. The girl them we come over now. We chat over with me. Them come over in the night. I walk them through the process. We don't gatekeep nothing. I make them know what to say, what to do every little thing. I guide them right through. Yeah, so when them reach and we end up, they're not Tijuana at the same hotel. I tell them if we come. One of the grandmother send money for, she send 100 US come give me. I said, make that girl buy a juice, man. I like that girl or something. I would try it, I would go through. Then I would see him hotel, different room. Me in room 301, them in a room 302. We walk up and down because if I come to a whole heap of little drama, I go through, you know. Come back. Whole heap of little drama, I go through. So the whole I will come through the swamp together, like literally alligator swamp. 4 hours we walk from. Come through the swamp. We are walk from 6 o'clock, about 10:30 at the night. 4.5 hours to walk in through the bush. It's when we are walk, me hear some animal a ball. Although when me watch African show or Discovery Channel, alone, me hear them animal the inner. You don't know after all of that we go through, Two of the girls go back to Jamaica. We come up April, May, June, July, August. August, September, the girl them say them can't get depression. Them not make depression kill them America. Them take a plane and go back to them yard. And these two girls, they came here and they were with their mother. And their mother them there. Yeah, in that New York. And them go back to them yard. So them not make depression kill them love. So you have to strong. Prepare yourself because the depression is real.
I don't know your story. I only know mine. But I have a free healthcare walking up and down within Canada. And I am so sick with my back, my hip. According to Dr. Cancer, according to Dr. Hypertensive, according to Dr. Diabetes. And I would not want to walk into another healthcare in Canada because one, they don't touch you. They will not do your vitals. I have never get my vitals done since I am in this country, and I've been to a lot of doctors here. Nobody will touch you. Secondly, they don't speak to you with respect. And the kind of health care that you get here, and bear in mind, I work in the hospitals here for 2 years. I work at Michael Garant, I work at Toronto Western, I work at Toronto General, I work at Princess Margaret, I work at several retirement homes, I work at several long-term care. Right, so the care that they offer is different. Our pay here will only be $20. It will not raise. The only thing that increase in Canada is the rent. Every year, the rent increased by $50. Every other, quite frequently, the phone bill, the internet bill and the phone bill raise every 6 months. So, what we earn will not be able to sustain our rent as the years go by because our pay will never raise in Canada. Food. The dearest food bill in the world is Canada. And Canada food, they are highly toxic. They are highly chemicalized, if there's such a word. Okay. So, the food, the chicken, the meat, it's loaded with chemical. What else you point to? Right, so Jamaica, when we return to Jamaica, I am looking forward to sit in the clinics whole day until I see a doctor or something. Because we won't be going back home to any health care like what we used to have working with the government. So we won't have that anymore. Right, so when I used to have health care, I used to have to sit at the doctor whole day too. Because my doctor in Portmore is a good doctor. And when we go to Dr. Reed, a whole day we sit down and wait. So I am used to that. So, the family system that you're talking about, I don't have family in Jamaica. My mother and father and sister and brother, everybody abandoned me as a baby. And in Canada, the only family I have here is Chris. I have nobody here. In Jamaica, we hear my neighbors, them attack each other, and as somebody say, we have the puss and the cat and the dog and the rat down there. So, your experience is different. Crime is here equally. I don't even go out late again here because we are people of color and they egg our home. We live in Toronto for a while and it's here we move and they pull our home with egg because we are colored. So I don't know where you are. I don't know your experience, but I know mine. One of the other distressing thing is that because you have color and you have your qualification, it means nothing. I came here and I study and it still means nothing. They think I'm from Jamaica where it is primitive. They don't think we used to have water. They don't think we have light. My boss left his yard and come here to teach me how to wash pot, how to hold Scotch Brite, how to make 2 sandwiches with bread. So they think I am good for nothing because of my color, and that is one of the most devastating feelings that one person could ever have. That feelings of nothing that you have in Canada is worse than going to Jamaica and cannot afford to buy food.
is a dangerous feelings you have here. Secondly, here I am the most qualified and I'm the cleaner girl because they think I can't do anything. So enjoy yourself in Canada. We are looking forward to going back home.
Thank you guys. Welcome once again to the channel. As you have seen how these Jamaicans are moving back to their home ground. Now, at those days, the Jamaicans were moving to USA, Canada, UK to search for employment. And that we normally say that the life at that time was pleasing, was somehow good. But now we are seeing most of them are coming back. So why are they coming back? I have some reactions about these Jamaicans who are coming back from abroad to their original home ground. So these are some of the reasons. Most of the Jamaicans are coming back to their homeland because of family issues. When I talk about family issues, most Jamaicans miss their family members, and that is why Jamaicans they want to come back to their original home ground so that they can meet their family members that has made them to go back to their original home ground. And what is also making the Jamaicans to move back to their own home ground is the cost of living. Actually, when you compare the cost of living back and now it has been difficult. Those days in the USA you can survive and the job was paying, but now most of the people are struggling, working 2 to 3 jobs to survive. So that paying rent, they paying food stuff and household. It has been not easy for some of the foreigners in all those Western countries, and that is why that high cost of living has made many people to go back to their original home ground. That is why when you see many Jamaicans are coming back to their home ground because of the high cost of living in those regions, in those Western countries, and also quality of life. When you look at the quality of life, we talk about the climate. In Jamaica, it is favorable, and when you look at those pictures, how the area has been situated, many Jamaicans when they go to those foreign countries, they fear they they make their country. So that climate and how the topography of the land is has made many Jamaicans they feel to come back to their home ground so that they can enjoy. And also when you go to those foreign countries, when you, for example, when you are working under strict places, no free lifestyle. Like now, you cannot go to partying most of the time. So that free life has made many people, especially our Jamaicans, are coming back to their home ground so that they can enjoy that home ground life, how uh, how the life in their home is, the climate, how the weather is, how those projects that are in Jamaica are. And also we have Jamaica, as it has been being put on a record, is a developing country. That is why many opportunities have emerged in Jamaica. We have like online opportunities. People are coming back to their home so that they can do businesses. They can open business because of it is a country that is developing, performing their activity. So most people are moving back to their country because of that opportunity. And there are many other reactions about what is making many Jamaicans to come back to their home ground. And I urge that if there are any other, just drop your comment. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, remember to subscribe and also like and just drop a comment. Thank you guys. Let's meet to the next video.